What's going on, guys? JTMoffroad here. Today's video, garage is getting a transformation. So we're finally doing our bathroom remodel. So garage is a little unorganized right now. We got the old vanity in here, new vanities painted and all this stuff, so we got to get that out of here to finish that up. So we're getting some other stuff coming in from there. So this is all going to be in shambles for a little bit. So good timing, because while we're doing that, I'm going to take care of getting the garage ready for the new project to come in. So by now you've already seen that we picked up another Avalanche and we're getting a parts Avalanche too. Once we bring the other Avalanche in, we're going to find out exactly what it needs and if it weighs fixing that one up to keep that one and sell the one I have, or if it makes sense to just keep the one I have and sell the R-Title one just flat out. So we got to figure that out. That's not this video. This video is to get the garage ready for all that stuff that's going to happen. So my plan is this. Right now in this bay, Jeep sits on this side. It's really easy to get in. This side is easier for the truck to get in. Anything that's along this side makes it hard to walk around the truck. I don't have a very long garage, but it fits. I would just like to make this easier to work in. So I think what the plan I'm going to do is I want to move this shelf down here and actually extend this shelf up to about that window. So it's actually going to be in line with that shelf. So we're going to make a corner shelf that's going to go all the way over there and up to that shelving unit thing that I made. So we're going to have that. We're going to have lights on the underside of those cabinets. We're going to have a corner cabinet in there, and the cabinet is going to go up to meet up with that too. So this is all going to be cabinet space. Hopefully up in the cabinets we're going to take all of the chemicals, paints, whatever. That's all going to be up there. And then once that's all empty, the saws that I have under there are going to take place over there. And probably have some extra space that we can do whatever with. So over there is a bunch of wood that we're going to use to make the shelves up here and whatever else we need. Hoping that we can kind of clean some of that out so we have place for spare parts that are going to be coming in and to kind of move some of this around. It's not very efficient right now. I have about, I don't know, 25 jugs of oil and antifreeze and whatever else that I need to get rid of. So that all has to go. And so this will all get cleaned up. Something's going to go up there eventually. We'll show you more about that later on, but it'll kind of cover that up and make that look a little cleaner too. And eventually I'd kind of like to paint the stuff that's up here. You know, get some wood putty, kind of fill all this in, sand it all down, paint it. I don't know. That's not going to be this video. This video is going to try to get this corner ready for this to open up. So we're not going to have anything over here. From that window on, it's going to be nothing. I have to figure out what I want to do with my toolbox. The other thought is when we take all of that stuff out of there, I thought about maybe raising the workbench up so that like this guy can slide underneath, because it's wide enough that it'll fit under. This needs to be raised up a little. I can cut this shelf out and make that a little easier for things to go in. We also need to find a place for those drawers to go. So that might actually be that stuff going over there. So I don't know. We have a limited amount of space in here and I've got way too much stuff, but some of the stuff I don't really want to get rid of because it makes sense to have and it's useful. You got to figure that out. But the first step in this whole process is clean this whole area out. So we're going to get that out, slide this bench over, kind of see where we're going, and see what we need to do and enjoy the time lapse of me moving around. this side look great already? There's so much nasty crap back here, got it all swept up, but this side looks real good. This side, not so much. You gotta find places for like a lot of that stuff, which is gonna be fun. Anyway, just remember this real quick. So this is pushed up. This is the other top that's already cut to the same size as this. It's actually just a little shorter, but works out because the edge of this comes up to right about here. So it's gonna hang out just a little further than the shelf. So that's cool, I like that. An extra piece left over. I was like, man, that'd be awesome if that just fit right here. Yeah, it doesn't, but it's kind of like a good length. So it's close, but we're not gonna use that. So I think, like with the plan that I had before, like putting stuff underneath, I can just take this piece out and reuse that. So that'll be this corner piece. So that'll be perfect. I'm really liking how this is all setting up, and I was wondering what I'm gonna do with the corner piece have here. And eventually I'd like to get like a bench grinder and like drill press and like more stuff to make this like more of a shop and not so much just my garage with all my junk in it. So I'd like to have more like bench mounted tools. So I think maybe that might actually be a good place for a bench grinder at some point. So I can just come over here, it'll stick out far enough that I can actually have longer pieces that I have room to work around. I don't know. I think that might be a good opportunity for that placement. So that's far as I'm getting right now. I think the next thing we're gonna do is tackle like what we have to do down here. So I gotta figure out what we're gonna do, come back, start on that. Alrighty guys, so it's actually another day at this point, and it's late at night. Just trying to rush to get some stuff done, so I didn't really videotape, but I figured I'd get everything done. I was trying to get done tonight. I'll recap what happened. It's really good, mocking it up, but it's also really bad. So I took this one that was sitting up on top and I cleaned everything out so I could lift it, and I put it over here. And there's not enough room for them to sit side by side, and then that left my welding table sitting like out in the middle of nowhere, which I don't really want. So I found that these will fit right in that last bay, right where that cardboard is with this little dot. And there's a bunch of wood there, and a lot of that wood is going to go to making cabinets here. After we get that cabinet in, if we want to do more shelves over here, if we want to leave that all open, all that stuff that's up there is going to get moved into drawers or something. I don't know. Like, this is wall-to-wall pegboard. It was wall-to-wall pegboard when I came in here. It was all brown, so I actually painted it to brighten it up a whole lot. So, I don't know. I don't really like pegboard. Maybe I'm just not using it right, but I find these shelves and drawers and stuff so much easier to use, I guess. I don't know. Maybe along here it'll make more sense to actually like hang wrenches and stuff. I don't know. But this is going to be probably about the height of my bench. That was a height that was off of a design online, and it could be a little higher. Like, this seems like this will be an adequate height. It'll probably be maybe a little higher, just to make sure that there's enough room for everything to slide in and for there to be enough support under here. But we'll make this all continuous height, and then I just plopped that white down because I thought maybe it'd kind of give you an idea, but it actually is kind of pointless. But obviously this is going to continue up to that, so it'll be all one continuous top all the way over there, which I'm really excited about. I was already standing over here working with some tools, and it just makes sense because everything's right here that I'm going to need, so I can just reach up rather than have to walk from over there to over here. It just makes more sense. Plus I'm going to have all this stuff here that's all going to be really close, and then for working on the Jeep I'm pretty much going to have to turn around. Like, I won't have to walk from there over to there. I'm saying that like it's a big deal. It's not. It's just, it's going to be more convenient, I guess. But I took the pins out of this because I don't really want to cover up the window the whole time. I mean, I guess I could, but it's not a big deal. I have 2 windows in here. I opened this for my fresh air in, and then that's covered up right now, but all that stuff's going to go. But I have a fan over there by the window that's like exhaust, so it just kind of blows out. So I like to have these windows open. But I push the pins out of these. Whenever you move this up and down, when it closes, I think it locks everything in here. I can't remember if it prevents it from being open. But when I pop the pins out, I just put a screw down here to prevent this from going down. And then there's a bar that runs, there's a pin that runs the whole way through here. I tried knocking out and I can't get it. So I'm probably just going to pull this up completely. Just say heck with it. I don't really care. So I'm just going to take this hood off altogether. So this will always be open like it was before. And then pretty much when I get those out, this is all open. This is where it needed to be. I am actually curious to see whenever I get a truck in here if this is going to interfere at all. I don't think it is. It might be a slight inconvenience, but there's a pinch point further over there that I don't think this is going to be a problem. If it is, then I will move that to that corner and we won't have a corner bench. And we might just have to get rid of those drawers, which we're only using those 2 before anyway. So I don't know, we'll see. I'd like to build like a frame to like build those all in, so that way they're not getting shoved in and out. 2 of those don't have wheels on right now. Those 2 do. You can easily just take those off. But when I have those in there, I would like to build a frame under there so it lifts them up more, and then that way I can put more tools in it that I didn't have a place for before. So maybe even just like a lot of the stuff that's up there, you can put in there and be a lot closer. I don't know. Got a lot of ideas. I'm really starting to like how this is coming together, and it's just taking time. It's going to take a lot of time actually, and you can see there's so much crap, and I think I'm going to be going through a purge, getting rid of a lot of stuff. So it should be interesting to see how this all goes. Alrighty guys, so I think we're going to just end the video at this point. Wasn't like a whole lot of actual constructive things done in this video, so I apologize for that. But everything kind of got to where it needed to be to get everything going. So we got like the moving around kind of thing done. We got the workbench mocked up. So the next thing to do is to start building stuff. So next video, we'll start building the workbench. Hopefully start building the shelves. Kind of get things back into place where they need to be. And I think that's what we'll do. So guys, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe. We got some good projects going on, good stuff coming up. Still some stuff that I haven't shared yet that's going to be really awesome. So make sure you subscribe and turn on the push notifications so that you actually know when I'm uploading these videos, if you already haven't gotten the hang of the Wednesday uploads. I'd say that's it for this video, guys. We'll see you in the next one.